do. Okay, I've had this Explorer sitting here the entire time. I don't see anybody actually telling me. I don't see anybody actually telling me to remember that I have the Explorer now. So good, I didn't miss chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Explorer, go get that. Let's take a look at our research. This is gonna complete pretty quickly. This little anomaly thing that we're gonna research actually will get us really close to this. I think I want these to move faster, and then I'm gonna go right for the vaporators. I really want the robotics tree, but physics tree is a pretty good tree though. What I could do actually, because the heat, cold wave's gonna start in 15 hours. We're most of our base is kind of already in a cold wave, but these buildings will go down. So I kind of don't want them to go down. So I'm gonna open up the work shifts. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of open up the, man, my voice is gone, guys. I've been talking too much. I just got done recording a commercial for a client too this morning. So I've been talking literally like, wake up 7:30, take the kid to daycare, come back down to the office, record.
Research complete.
Half an hour.
Anomaly analyzed. Milestone achieved.
Sweet. Subsurface heating is almost there, which is nice. So I've been doing a lot of stuff right now. You know, we could come down and see what the breakthroughs are before doing the heaters. But if I do this research now, I might be able to build a heater. Let's do that. We have 8 hours until the 7 hours till the cold wave starts, so we're not going to be able to build the heater, but we could at least get people staffed here. So let's open up these shifts. We're going to limit the number of people in the shifts. We'll limit the night shift to just one person. But I want them to fill these spots. This, we can just leave the way it is. Probably gonna have to open up our Stirlings, but we're pretty good on polymers now, right? Oh yeah, we're pretty good on polymers now. Oh, these turbines are not in drone control range. I need to move them a little bit. There we go. We'll get those built now.
Cable fault reported.
Okay, where's the cable fault? Over here. The one place where I can't really, maybe I should do, should I do like some redundancy here? Or I put another cable out this way next to it? I just adds more cables. What I need to do is pop a Stirling like right here. Or I could extract concrete. Can I do that underneath the, can I do that underneath the pipes? No, I can't. It'd be kind of cool if I could extract like within the gap between these two posts. But I can understand why not, because it looks like the pattern for this is too wide. Well, hang on now. I can almost get, I can get some, 41. I can get 41. No, I'm not gonna be able to get that. It's a very low anyway, I didn't care. This one I could probably get, but I'd like the extractor to be there instead. All right, 7.4 is all we're down on power. Then 10.6, 11.8. Okay, now how are we doing down here? Are these things gonna freeze? That's, oh shit, they're gonna freeze. Okay, never mind. Abandoned ship, RC rover. This is a bad deal.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Especially not this. Not like this. Oh, there's no machine parts down here. Kit, you're way out of position, buddy. Way out of position. Where am I gonna get him from? Let's get him from here. Can turn you back on if we want to. Where are you going? What a weird path. I guess that's how you have to do it though, isn't it? All right, where is it? Thank you. How are we doing on these? I don't know if we have a chance to save that one. This one's still on. This one's still freezing. And then we've got this, which doesn't have the machine parts. All right, go here and focus all your attention on this stuff. I need you to repair stuff. We're gonna lose one of our vaporators, but maybe we can prioritize one and save one of them at least, maybe. Oh wait, you need a second one, don't you? Come on. It's not gonna happen in time. Oh, good. It did. We got one. This one's gone though. But we got one. Oxygen looking good. This is not gonna be good. So we're not gonna be able to get the fuel. It's gonna freeze. But that's fine. We'll just make do with what we got. This is gonna freeze as well. It's already frozen. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, back up top with you, I think.
The readings told us it was a vein rich with ore, but the data turned out to be incorrect. Under those fine red sands lay the intact hull of a rover.
I think if you place your heater at gold, your radius can make a heat for 2 domes in all the factories. Yeah, I am gonna position it. I am gonna position it to where it covers both domes, because the domes are the biggest increase in power. So I'm totally gonna cover the domes. Although it hasn't been fully fleshed out as to whether or not the power consumption increase affects the buildings inside the dome or just the dome itself. I still believe it's only the dome itself and not the other buildings inside, but I don't know if that's actually been fleshed out fully yet. I also don't know what I want to do with this. 500 million in funding sounds really good to keep us going, but the social research boost could be good too. I don't really need the social research though. If this was something else like engineering or physics, I might take it, but it would get me an immediate, I would immediately have the capacity to bring another RC rover right now, as opposed to not having the rovers. I really want another rover, guys. And normally I would say you should totally take the research. Normally I think that's the best call. But I'm gonna take the funding, I think. I want the rover. Usually I would say, if it was in a different tree, I probably would have took it. If it was in biotech, if it was in engineering or physics, I would have taken it. Maybe even robotics, but social, like, it's a good tree, don't get me wrong. But almost all of our problems right now are managing resources and keeping our lights on. And having to move my drone, my rover back and forth between the low ground and stuff, it's really annoying me. And I think I can solve that problem with some free funding. I'm gonna take it. Come on, fuel the rocket. Can't fuel the rocket, don't have resources. Can we fix this down here? Catronics, we need you to bring, is it machine parts? I think machine parts are already down here, right? Yeah, we already have machine parts down here. So really, I just need to get the rover down there. Which is why, again, I want another rover. So I don't have to keep doing that. I really don't want to keep doing that.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder.
Yes, look at this, look at this. Look at these 2 beautiful things, guys. Look at these 2 beautiful things. These are 2 beautiful things. What do we got, Explorer? Can you do one more? I have faith in you. I think you can. Yeah, you can.
Dust storm approaching.
You can't do one more. Get back over here. Charge yourself up. Dust storm. It's all right. We have wind now. We don't have anyone that can maintain it, so actually they're about to go down. Getting close. Yeah, I want the other. I want the rovers bad. This RC rover needs to come down to the low ground so it can fix.
Reported.
So it can fix stuff. Kit, I'm gonna have you come out here and get these metals again. Come on over and just kind of pop these right there if you could, please. Social research has the repeatable research for funding. That's true. I don't have it in my tree, and it's really far away. And even then, it's probably gonna cost a lot, and there are better things that I can research. There are gonna be better things that I can research. Okay, we cleared that pretty good. Let's go back up top. Make sure there's not a whole lot of maintenance needed on these. This needs fixed, actually. So let's, no, stop. Fix this. Make sure all this stuff is fixed. We do have some fuel, that's good. Are you still making it? Oh, you are. Oh, right, because you got the extractor up here, which has about half of its water left. We're gonna have to start looking at getting more water soon. This stuff all needs maintenance because we're gonna start losing power. Okay, up top with you.
We've analyzed material from the anomaly, and it completely validates our hypothesis on abiogenic petroleum.
Pocket of natural gas we discovered deep among the hydrocarbon rocks was nothing short of evidence of petroleum formation. The geophysicists here at Mission Control stare at the research data in disbelief. Mars, even in its alien nature, has proven once more a teacher in the mysteries so well veiled in our home world. This unique opportunity allows us to gaze into the past of Mars and gather knowledge which would take months to simulate inside a laboratory. So we either get a physics research boost, an engineering research boost, or 500 in funding. Well, we're definitely not taking the funding this time. The research boost, do I want physics or engineering? It's a tough call. I kind of feel like physics. Wouldn't it be better to get a drone hub instead of a rover? Yeah, if I wanted to maintain it. Rovers don't need maintenance. So if I want maintenance free, I can get a rover instead. Physics is power and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Physics is power. Engineering is good, but I think physics is where I'm gonna go with this because this will also help me with a Stirling generator, right? It takes effect immediately, right? So we would get help with our Stirling generator research as well as our atomic thingamajig. But doesn't engineering have the sweeper thing? You know, it doesn't matter. Physics has more useful things, I think, for us. I'm gonna take physics. Lies Danger says, this new game called Dying on Mars. Attempt 6, Charlie, you're persistent. I am. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I've never been a quitter. I don't plan to be now. I don't mean to. I don't mean to. Oh, we have a pipe leak right there. That sucks. I don't have any redundancy for that, so it needs to be fixed. Come on, drones. Rover's there. Come on back over to this spot here. I really want to make...
Low. Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder.
Look! Look!
So long as you know where to look.
Look, guys, look! Wait, where's the AI? Wait. Oh, Explorer AI. Oh, I read that. Oh, guys, I read that as Extractor AI. I misread that. I read it as Extractor AI. Damn it, I got so excited for nothing. Okay, Explorer AI first. Financially, it's better to import electronics. They cost 20 million. Rare metals sell for 24. Yeah, but is it a direct translation though? How does the electronics factory work? Like one rare metal equals how many electronics? That's a good question. How many does it produce?
Anomaly found. Select a sector to scan.
We've got to get over here. Look at how great this is. We have got to get over there. How far away do I need to be for a tunnel? Could I make a tunnel right? If I put a tunnel right here, which can't happen because of uneven terrain, but if I put a tunnel like maybe right here, right? Right here. Could I get to this low ground? I can from there. That's sweet. I can do that right there. Factory converts 1 to 1. Yeah, if it's 1 to 1, it doesn't make any sense at all. But I actually kind of looked that up because I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like they should have balanced the game to where it would be cheaper to make them. Maybe electronics are different. I haven't actually tested that. We should test that. Electronics factory. It says its base production is 9. It consumes 1 rare metal and 8 power, but I don't know what that means. Like base production 9 per day, right? There's no way it uses 9 rare metals per day. There's just no way. I want to say that the base production of electronics is significantly higher value than exporting 1 rare metal. Because otherwise, this building makes no sense, right? Like, why would they put this building in there and balance it that way? It can't be 1 for 1. The machine parts factory produces 12 for each metal, right? Or is that not accurate? I don't know how to read this. Like, it says consumption, but it doesn't say, you know, like, how it consumes. Like, consumes what? Per hour? Per day? Base production 12 per hour, per day? It doesn't tell you. It doesn't really tell you. I would assume it reads, for this amount of consumption, you get this production. But it doesn't look like that's how they worded it, because I'm pretty sure they're using more than one metal for 12 machine parts. I don't know that, but I don't know. I wish they'd be more descriptive, which is another thing that people complain about in this game right now, is that they're not descriptive enough. I completely agree with that one. They need to be more descriptive. Yeah, plus productivity boost as well. That's another thing to consider too, is that having people in their specialty and the productivity boost would mean more, right? So if you have 100 productivity, you get 1 for 1. The 150 productivity, you get 1.5 for 1. 1 for 1 on what though? Like, you're not talking about like 1 rare metal for 1 electronic, right? You're talking the consumption, the characteristic, right? This is, again, I wish they would be more clear on this. You're talking about, is this what you're saying? I should be reading it like this. Consumption is 30 power, 1 metal. If we, under 100% load of production, we get 12 machine parts. Are you saying that that is consuming 12 metal per day to produce 12 machine parts? I'm actually using 12 metals as well. And then so for the electronics factory, it takes 1 rare metal and 8 power. Under a full workload, I would actually be using 9 rare metal to produce 9 electronics, and that's how many I could get per day. Is that how we should be reading this? No, 1 metal and 30 power per soul for 12 machine parts. See, that's what I thought it was, Pogman. But if that is the way it is, then the concept, the idea of importing electronics as being better than creating them is just wrong. If it's converting the way you think it is, if it's converting the way you say it is, then I would end up getting 9 electronics per day at the expense of 1 rare metal. If that's the case, or sorry, at the expense of 1 rare metal, I would be getting 9 electronics per day under max load. If that is the case, then it's much better to make them than it is to ship them. But, like machine parts wise, right? Are we actually getting 12 per day at the expense of 1 metal? It seems pretty powerful, right? To give you 1 metal and I get 12 machine parts sounds awesome. We need to test this, guys. This is the kind of stuff I like to do. If you're following this channel, or if you're here and you're like, man, he's not very far in this game. Well, that's because I like to look at this kind of stuff, right? I like to really understand how the game works. I want to know. I don't want to just place a building and go, haha, cool, I'm making machine parts. I want to be like, how much are you really using? And how much are you really giving me? And then how can I manipulate that knowledge to get the most efficient thing possible, right? It's really hard to tell with the polymers. I would love to test it with polymers because we have it up and running really easily, but you can't test that because it's 1 water. Like, I can't tangibly see 1 water. But for the machine parts, we could actually test this. Right now, we currently have 22 metals, right? Now, I don't know about you, but I definitely don't see 100 machine parts sitting here because we've used a bunch of metals. But I'd like to see that. It'd be interesting to see. See, right now, this has 3.3 stored metals, okay? 3.3 stored metals, and it's producing a daily production estimate of 2. If I add another work shift, we might produce more. But what I'm interested in is how much of this gets used for the production for this, right? So we could look at this. We could watch it and see what happens. So right now, it's storing 4.3. It currently has 0.7 in storage. So if we watch this for a whole day, it should, predicted, produce 2 machine parts, right? So by producing 2 machine parts, how much metals is it using? It does appear to be, based on what I'm seeing here, it does appear to be a 1 for 1, right? This ticks down a 10th for every time this ticks up 1, right? It looks to be a 1 for 1. So if this is a 1 for 1, then we can assume that electronics would also be 1 for 1. And if that's the case, then yeah, it makes a lot more sense to import them. Which begs the question, why does anyone build an electronics center? Electronics manufacturer, why build the building at all? Why does the building even exist? if that is the case, right? And it does appear to be the case. Why does that building exist? Shall we conduct experiments? Yes, we have conducted experiments. Science! I mean, if you're in a situation where you've got a ton of stuff working, this is probably why this exists. If there's a ton of stuff working on your base, you got like big ass base, 1,000 colonists, whatever, you're not gonna be able to ship electronics fast enough, right? To satisfy the needs of maintenance, most likely. So the factories might be there as a way of sort of like keeping the supply up, but it's technically less effective than shipping it. If you have a bunch of rockets, then you can always send a bunch of rockets down, but then you have to ship those back up and have adequate fuel production to keep the rockets going back and forth fast enough to keep the maintenance up. So I think at some point, the economics of which is cheaper no longer matters because you have so much money anyway. I think that might be the case. So in that case, the electronics factory is definitely a late game building. But I'm really glad that point was brought up because I really, like, that experiment is really worth my time for sure. To know how that works is great. The amount of workers affect yield. Yeah, that's true too. So if we had a full shift with only engineers, right? We could then make it even more economical to do it on the surface. Because at that point, we would be producing more than 1 for 1. So that does make sense. So you actually don't want the electronics factory unless you have good staff. Tony Loco. You build it because you don't want to depend on those capitalist earthling pigs. I don't know why I gave you that accent, but I think temporarily we have to tap into this. I need it. I need the concrete. I can't afford to keep going down to the low ground. I can get the low ground to go, but I need drones down there. So maybe we get this rocket fueled up now and send it on its way so that we can, you know, get shit taken care of. Because we need concrete for this too. I need to get this up and running. And then we've got the matter of unemployment. There is 1 unemployed in here, and there's 5 vacant work slots over here. So maybe the unemployed person should come and work over here. Or it's because of maintenance, because all these need concrete. We need concrete so bad. Move Moxie, have concrete there. Can't move the Moxie. Talk about this.
Cable fault reported. Pipe
like if I move
reported.
this, I have to move all the pipes too, because I can't put concrete here anyway. Which is why I've got it here. It's a really low bit anyway. This is a much better bit. By much better, I only mean that it's possible. But it has a tiny bit more. What I'm looking at though for concrete is just getting more of this. We have probably 2 more spots we can do here. I just can't maintain this because I don't have enough drones to maintain it. That's been my problem. So if I go cargo rocket here, we bring another rover. We bring a few more electronics. I'm thinking another couple of Sterlings maybe. Another fuel refinery might be nice. More evaporators. Or we just grab the drone hub. Or we just grab another rover. I think we think about the future here and we get another Sterling. 1 more rover, another Sterling generator, 20 electronics. Is there anything else we need? Maybe a couple more machine parts? But now that we're starting to extract metals, we should be good by just getting this. Oh, you know what? Here, let's try this. Let's get another couple of drones as well. I'm kind of thinking 3 rovers because the rovers come with drones. So I can either bring the drones, right? Bring 4 drones for 120 million, or bring another rover, get more command range, and it comes with 4 drones, right? I think the 2 Sterling generators are good to bring too. So we'll bring the electronics, we'll bring rover, and since we have a little bit of cash left over, let's bring a little food too. Why not? You got this average grade here. Extractor AI. God, I thought I had that. I was so excited. I was gonna have it get this stuff right here. I was gonna have it extract from this. And this, really. Really all the extractors, really. Ah, man. That was such a good... Damn you, dome bugs. And we'll have drones now. Drones! Drones, you guys. There are drones here now. Down to the low ground with you. Who wants to be the RC Rovers? If you want to be named after one of the RC Rovers, just type the word Rover in the chat. Type the word Rover. So Chicken is the Explorer. Catronics is our transport truck, which is like a permanent name. For the first transport truck is always Catronics.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
I kind of think in the first Explorer is going to be Chicken Attack every time now. So power surplus is now only 9. Okay, so look, this is what I mean by the heaters, right? So this heater, wait, is it getting this? It is getting this. It worked. And there's not enough power. That's what I'm talking about. Not enough power. So, Cold Wave is going for 3 more souls. Ouch. Let's open up all of our Sterlings. Now there's not enough water. Did you freeze? No. What froze? What? 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 Okay, this is a priority building. So
We have a water shortage.
yeah, please give it water, thanks. We could maybe reduce the amount of water the farm has for now. That's one option. Good. Farm has less water now. So we got plenty of food. We're fine on food for now. How are we doing on fuel? That's a question. That's a big question mark. How are we doing on fuel? Is this thing busted? No, it's still working. Good, we need fuel. In fact, we're not gonna build that yet. Keep you guys down here. Need to put the drone in a better spot. So hopefully maintenance happens, but it won't happen when it needed to. When it needed it the most, if you will. Kit. Okay, you put metals there, that's good. Take a couple of these metals and just kind of bring them down with you. We're gonna grab the fuel.
Vehicle battery low.
Yeah, this isn't frozen at all. We don't need this shift open at all. What if there was like AI factories? Are there AI factories too, not just extractors? It'd be sweet if there was. Like fully automated factories, you know? Let's get these union guys out of here, huh? Let's get these, come on. No children will be born. The average comfort of all fertile couples is too low. Need to work on that. Same thing with this.
Incoming.
Ooh, we will get children here. Oh, it's gonna crack our dome. Did it crack it? Nah, did you crack it? Nope, just missed me. Nah. Jugs, gotcha. We need machine parts here. Can you reach it? No, you can't. Well, you need to adjust your positioning so that you can. This is why I think I just want a drone hub and be done with it. It's more maintenance,
Cable
but
fault
like
reported.
the drone hub's range is so much superior, so much more superior. I think we just take this off. How much money? Or we don't have any money. Never mind, we do not take this off. We don't have any money. Although I do need to bring people back, so maybe we do take off. Yeah, we need lots of people, especially to fill the apartment. Yeah, we need to take this off. As much as it is, we're not taking, we're not bringing resources back down next rocket anyway, so might as well. Money isn't that big of a deal. Plus, it'll give me time for Martian patents, which I'm gonna do as soon as I have the hygroscopic vaporators done. I wish colonists could work and live in different domes. What this game needs is a subway system or a monorail or something like that. There is a shuttle system, and they do take shuttles back and forth. What they don't do, though, is they still don't work in domes that they don't live in. Here's what I wish they would do. You see this tunnel right here? We can put it underground. We can go wherever we want, right? It's great, it's perfect, it's wonderful. Why is there no option to have a tunnel between domes? That seems like a pretty simple solution to me. Modders. I don't know if modders can actually do that, because the function of having workers work in a separate dome may not actually be part of like something modders can do built into the game. Yeah, if this polymers factory, I could actually move this. If I move this polymers factory and stick it over here instead, then what would happen is the heater could then cover the polymers factory, but use less power while doing it, and then it becomes super worth it. I could actually put that polymers factory right here. It doesn't cost that much to build. The only problem is that this is a prefab, and I don't think I have the research to make my own yet. But that's the only problem with the plan. Hygroscopic vaporators is almost done. Vaporators almost done. I need to get the accumulator done, actually. Well, as soon as this pops, I'll grab this, because then I can lower my polymers maintenance. Have significantly more power. All right, can I get a double shift on this? Is that possible? Vacant work slots, vacant work slots. People are not living here. If I can get people working, nice. Yes, this is what we want. Now, do I have the power or capacity? Let's upgrade these polymers. Let's do polymer blades on these. Yeah, I don't care about that 100-day goal thing. It's a little bit, it's a nice thing to put in the game, but I don't really care about it as much. Let's take this. If I do Martian patents though, we can always do it again later, right? They're almost the same research. We'll do Martian patents instead. Dong! You're toggling it. It's now been toggled. There you go. Thanks. Only the magnifying glass is a breakthrough research. They do look very similar though. I mean, here's this and this. They look very similar. Look how similar they look. Come on, tell me they don't look similar. Come on, be honest here. The only difference between these two logos are these tiny teeth right here. That's it. And this little thing here. It's basically the same. They're basically the same. Tunnel. You can put right here. This is not a bad spot. Yeah, I like this. If I put this tunnel here and then stick this part over here, then we end up with a really pretty cool tunnel actually. Face it this way. But if you put it closer to this side, then we might be able to connect these resources later with another dome. I'm gonna put the tunnel here. If we can stock up on concrete here, all we need now is metals for the tunnel, and we'll have it, and then we can bring it down there and do all these things. And that will be super, super great. Really do appreciate you guys being here. I see a lot of new names in the chat. I love every time it seems like every time I stream lately, it's been new names. And this is all because of my efforts, I think, anyway. My efforts of trying to bring YouTube people to Twitch. It'd be really cool if you guys could tell me where you found me, and you guys could tell me where you came from. If you came from YouTube, just tell me YouTube. If you came from Twitch, just tell me Twitch. I'd really be interested to know how you guys got here, because I want to know whether or not my efforts are working. I'm trying to bring as many people from YouTube into Twitch as possible, because that's where the majority of my following is, and I'd like you guys to be here, because this is now kind of where I spend the vast majority of my time now, so.